you want these protocols to be able to operate and be used. And if every single one of them is a security, or there has to meet some like decentralization metric in order for it to move from a security to a commodity, it encumbers the whole space and makes it where it's very difficult for anybody to put out new technology and to innovate. So if they're designated commodities, the assets themselves that move value or data on the network, then that makes a lot of sense. And then separate of that, if you raise money with those tokens, that would be a securities offering. If you structure a SAFT or a simple agreement for future tokens, or if you gave out token warrants or other things. And they've been doing that for a long time here in the US, alongside an equity offering for a corporation. XRP, again, kind of leading the way there, is not a security, but now we know it's a commodity, and many of the other ones are going to be a commodity as well. So yeah, I think that it's good to have like full clarity on it, what it is and what it isn't. He says, how about the XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo are all labeled digital commodities after the SEC and the CFTC came together? So, also looking at Europe, I think Europe's about to be in some big trouble. The energy costs there in Europe are starting to skyrocket pretty significantly. We saw oil up over 110 today here in the US. Natural gas hasn't jumped as much as I thought it would, but it's definitely coming. And in Europe, natural gas and the energy costs there, since they're not getting it from Russia and they're not going to change the sanctions, it's going to become much more expensive. So you're also going to see things start to break in their economy. And it will move quickly. As soon as we start to see the credit crisis happen, where things start to lock up, you'll hear about it a little bit on Twitter, most likely, and then you'll start to see things that are actually happening in our economy here in the U.S. So, those are the next kind of 2 or 3 things that I'd be watching for.